And then I answered the door and he goes, honey, you got to get out.
Hey.
Hello.
Good
Hi.
afternoon. Read the rumors. I had to remember what time it was. How are we?
Doing pretty good.
Doing good. It's October.
Thank God. I'm ready for it to start cooling down outside. I'm ready for sweater weather. I'm tired of sweating.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
A little ways to go for that.
I'm starting this podcast out hot because the most Darcy thing happened while we were at Mizzou this weekend, which is my alma mater for homecoming. Drew and his parents came, and then me, mom, and dad, and we bought these tickets forever ago. And it was so much fun. It was great to see Columbia, Missouri again. Go Tigers. We were staying at a hotel and we were out like all day the day of like the football game, of the homecoming game. We like went to the parade, whatever. We came back to the hotel and we were leaving Sunday midday. And I'm sleeping. It's like 9:30 in the morning, and the fire alarm starts going off. And Drew, being Drew, is like freaking out. He's like, get out, get out. I'm like still asleep. I come up and come down. It honestly felt like when you were in a dorm and like someone accidentally like had the fire alarm go off and everyone like had to go down like in their towel and shit. Like
Yeah.
that kind of situation. I was just like in my pajamas and everyone else was like dressed, and like I was like, I guess I could have just put on normal clothes, but I didn't because Drew was like, we gotta go. The fire alarm's going off. We gotta go. And so we go down and there is like a strange smell going on, and like people are outside, and like one of the woman working there was like, everyone get out, like y'all can come back in when the fire department comes. And we were like, okay. We go downstairs. Terry's down there. Cam and Harris, Drew's parents are down there. Drew and I are down there. Where's Darcy? Nowhere to be found. And historically, the Chris family has slept through many alarms. Tornado things, like things have happened with sirens, and we historically sleep through them. So we're wondering where Darcy is. I'm calling and calling and calling her. No answer. And Terry's like, well, I'm like, you're sharing the room with her. Like, whatever. So then the 3 fire trucks come to this hotel. The fire alarm's still going off. 3 fire trucks come. Drew and I are like, we need to go get Darcy. Like, this seems kind of serious. Like, everyone's out. Like, the lady's like, get out, get out. And so Drew and I go up the stairs, and we like are going to mom's room. There's firemen going down the hallway, and Drew and I were like walking up the stairs, and everyone's like, get out, you have to evacuate. And we were like, there's someone in that room, like there's someone here, we're trying to get her. And the firemen are like, which room is it? And we're like, 208. And so they're like, Joe, on the door. And I'm like, this is so Darcy, not waking up until the fucking fire department is banging.
She was still in bed?
I was awake.
She was coming out. And she didn't, like, she was like, what? Like, kind of was like, vibes. And then she still wasn't going, and the, like, lady was like, everyone, please evacuate. Like, and Drew and I were like, there our loved one's in there. And the firemen were like, which room?
And Darcy's like, what? God.
Darcy's like, I'm coming.
This is
That is not exactly how it happened.
This is so typical.
Drew and I go and knock because she still didn't come out after the 2 firemen.
That's not true.
It took a minute because we were worried. We were like, she needs to come down. Everyone was telling us to evacuate. We're getting yelled at.
So the fire alarm starts going off, and I'm like, oh man, because I'm still gonna get reamed, but I don't care. So The fire alarm starts going off. I'm like, oh, I used to work in hotels. The false alarms go off all the time. We're on the second floor, whatever. So I'm like, oh, and then it stopped. I'm like, okay, good. I'm going to go back to sleep. Because I thought, oh, they figured it out. And then it starts going off again. I'm like, gosh, darn it. Well, that's not, whatever. And then I'm like, okay, I'll get up. And I had to brush my teeth. And I had to pee. And then I put clothes on. And so I was getting dressed, and then I was hurrying
and you know
and getting
how long
dressed.
it takes her.
I know. I was just about to say it takes her an hour.
15 minutes to unlock the door.
Well,
Yeah.
So the firefighter did pound on the door. And did you knock on the door too, Jacqueline?
Yeah, we knocked on the door and we were like, "Are you coming?" Like,
and
and
my phone was off.
It wasn't
not
clear.
bedside. Yeah.
It wasn't clear that the firefighters had made contact.
They
They're
hadn't before.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, get
and
up.
And then I answered the door, and he goes, "Honey, you got to get out." I'm like, I'm coming. And I was getting dressed, and so I had just my bra on, and I was holding my shirt like this and opened the door, and he's like, "Honey, you got to get out. There's a fire." I'm like, there's no fire. And there was no fire, by the way.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't a fire. It would have taken a lot longer for us to get let back in if there was a fire.
There was something weird. There was an issue that was that was causing smoke, and it smelled like chemicals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also like hindsight's 2020. You didn't know there wasn't a fire when you're in your room. You're just like, I used to work in hotels like 30 years ago. I know that they have false alarms all the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like, you're acting like, oh yeah, like when I used to work in hotels a couple years back. You had no idea that
Two firefighters have to knock on this woman's door. Also, Dad just being like, I don't know, classic.
He left you up there, or was he downstairs already?
He was downstairs.
He was already down.
Okay,
but I was like, "Where's Mom?" And he's like, I guess I should check on her. No. And we were like, "Well, yeah, everyone's escaping, everyone's evacuating." But the drama of it, like Drew and I coming up, and like the hotel one was like, "Everyone out! You have to get out!" And we were like, "Someone's in there! Someone's in the room!" And then the firefighter's like, "Which room?" We're like, "Oh, wait." They're like,
and then there's Darcy going, "What?
What?
I'm coming.
I had to brush my teeth and pee.
I had to brush my teeth, pee, and change."
And my phone is plugged in by my bed.
I'm waiting for it to get to at least 70% before I leave anything. Darcy's like, what am I supposed to do?
I guess I should have checked on my babies.
You're getting mad at them. They're trying to save.
I'm not mad.
They're trying to save you. And
I didn't know they were. That's
like,
the problem with my watch being on kind of dead all the time. Now I need to get a new Apple Watch. Is that if I don't have my phone on me, I don't know.
I called her like 8 times, like back to back.
Joke.
Thank you for caring, Jacqueline. At least you cared. Terry's like, she'll make it out.
Yeah. Well, Dad was probably the same as you. I mean, like, this is a false alarm. Just like,
you guys are like, this is really concerning, actually. How you and Terry are handling emergency situations.
Right.
This is not great to hear that you guys are just like, well, it's probably not real. So, who cares? Yeah, she'll make it out if she takes it out. If my Apple Watch isn't fully charged up, I don't know who's calling or texting me. That's crazy. I don't wear an Apple Watch. 8 times she called you, Darcy. You gotta keep.
I'm gonna look up this receipt actually and see
if
how
it's
many
still
times
there.
I did call her.
That is nuts. So
we made it.
Yeah, I called her. 5 times.
Still.
5 times.
For how much you're on your phone?
I was hustling around getting ready to
Hustling's a strong word. I can already tell you weren't doing that.
I don't think you know how to hustle.
I don't think I've ever seen you hustle once a day in your life.
How dare you? I'm gonna hustle right over to your condo and smack you.
I'll see you in a few hours.
We're gonna have some familial violence. a few hours. First, I have to brush my
Yeah.
teeth and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And try to make sure your
God.
phone's at 85%. No, anytime I'm like the traveling with Darcy and you're like, she always has a chart, like a portable, like in Europe especially. And I'm like, oh, like, can I use a charger? And you're like, what are you at? And I'm like, 35. She's like, oh my God, absolutely. Here's my chart.
That's true.
Like, it is like, if she's below 60, that is when she is hustling to get something. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You know who else was worse than me without that is Susie. She'd doesn't leave the house and she'd freak out if her phone was below 80. Anyway, and she'd, God bless her. Miss that lady every day.
Yeah.
Anyway, but thank you for being concerned for my welfare, Jacqueline.
Sure.
Someone has to, apparently. My God.
For real. I was like, if I wasn't here,
I was like,
I mean,
damn
maybe
it.
the firefighters, but I had to alert them.
Yes.
No, Darcy's gonna, like, if Jacqueline wasn't there, Darcy'd be like,
Yeah.
like snoozing away. She's like, this is just a false alarm. I'm gonna put my
I'm
headphones
just
in.
mad because I
actually."
could have slept a little longer. Well, and earlier, Dad always gets up super early and goes down and gets breakfast or whatever. And then he didn't have a key, so he had to knock on the door for me to let him in, wake me up.
Woof.
It's hard to be me, y'all.
Guys,
It's hard to
I
be
was
me.
like, Darcy lives a tough life, but someone has to do it, and she's like, I guess it'll be me.
Yes, it'll
Yeah.
be me.
But it makes you think, like, obviously Darcy isn't going to be leading any like emergency evacuations ever. But like, what are y'all like, fight or you flight? I'm definitely a fight.
Yeah.
Fight or flight?
Well, you fly,
know.
but you definitely were flight for that.
Well, you have to be.
Yeah. So
What is she gonna do? Fight a fire with her bare hands? What is she do? She's doing.
But
this.
I would argue that I'm
Swinging.
fight because I went back in
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could
to
see
save
that.
you.
I could see that.
I mean, everyone's
Yeah,
flight on a fire, unless, I mean,
Mom would have been fight if she was on the Titanic. She's like, we could beat this ocean. I think I'm fight.
Well, I don't think you. I mean,
Anyway.
yeah, it's really hard. I mean, because you're never all one or the other, obviously. So it depends on the situation.
Right.
I was fawn because there's another one, fight, flight, or fawn, and fawn is just like, I'll deal with this later.
I don't like hearing that because
I feel like Madison is fawn too.
no, I'm not. I'm a fighter.
I was flight after I thought about it for a little while.
You were flight after you thought about it? Okay, I'm not talking about like situations where it's like obviously in like an evacuation, everyone I guess is technically flight because
Yeah.
you're evacuating and you're leaving. But I'm just saying, like, in a conflict, it makes you think. Like, Dad was flight in that situation because he didn't give a fuck if you were live or dead.
Yeah.
I think actually in that situation, I probably would have been. She was on the second floor. Okay, that's fine. I was like, I have to walk up how many stairs to go get her?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no
think
way.
I tend to be more of a fight than a flight. Like if something instead of like if something happens that triggers me, I'm more likely to respond than to flee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking
think
about.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think I'm more likely to respond than run
Yeah,
away.
to flare back. Flame back, as it were.
Okay.
I was just waiting for the right firefighter to knock on my door.
Well, you had two options.
I only saw one of them.
You had two more options than the rest of the hotel because no one else was getting knocked on.
Yeah, because everybody else was like, "Oh, a fire alarm. We should leave the building." And Darcy's like,
Get out!
"Nah."
I grabbed.
So yeah, and let me tell you, when we walked down the stairs, after we grabbed Darcy, I could not wait to tell this story on this podcast. And that's when Drew saw firsthand that Darcy just truly gives us these delicious morsels on a silver platter.
That's the thing. I'm like, what are we supposed to do when this
That's
kind
it.
of
It was
stuff
just
happens?
a bit. It was a bit for the podcast.
Right. Okay.
We were standing in the parking lot waiting for the firefighters to finish clearing the building. And Jack was like, I can't wait to tell Madison. This is going to be on the podcast.
Well, because it's just so typical. Darcy sitting here, just like, can't wait for the content that's going to come out of this. That's what you're thinking up there?
You were
Oh
too
my
sleepy
God.
to think about the content.
No, I was just, I was not happy. And then someone else said, I can't remember what one, Drew or his parents said that they heard someone talking and said they'd stayed there before and it happened then too. They had like a morning.
He told
fire
us that
alarm.
he had stayed at that hotel twice before, and both times the fire alarm went out.
More evidence for false alarm.
Yeah.
Again, you didn't know any of this information. So, like, trying to
Until
be
after
like,
the fact.
I sensed
until
it.
well after.
I'm very
the fact.
intuitive. I intuited
Right.
that it was just a false alarm.
You intuited?
I intuited.
Is that a word?
I don't know. Intuited. I don't know. That should be.
Okay. We'll write to Merriam-Webster.
Do a fact check after the recording.
I don't know if there's a verb for intuition.
I think it is. Now I'm going to look. Keep talking.
Intuited?
Intuited. To intuit.
Well, remember we've had interesting situations happen at hotels because there was a time too where Jacqueline and I was doing an opera workshop program for a couple of weeks during college in the summer in Boston, and the family, Jack, our parents came up to see the performances at the end, and then we stayed for more time to visit and sightsee in Boston, whatever. So Jacqueline and I were in our room, and it's probably 3 a.m. and we're both passed out. And then all of a sudden it sounded like marbles were dropping from the ceiling. And then, so my first thought was the ceiling's about to cave in. Something's fallen on us. But then, and Jack and I both woke up to it surprisingly because we sleep through everything. But surprisingly, we woke up around the same time. We were like, what the fuck is that? And I get up. See, this is why I am a fight.
Yeah.
I got up
She
and I was
fought this one.
I was like, well, let me figure out what the hell this is. And I'm walking to the door of our room and to the sound, and it's dark. I don't think we turned any lights on. We were just, for whatever, I'm just walking. And then all of a sudden I felt like something hooked my ankle. Cause I looked out the peephole because I was like, it sounds like it's coming from the door, and then something hooked my ankle, and there was a hotel worker, what looked to be a very tired couple that was trying to get into their room, and then another guy that worked at the hotel. They didn't. What we found out later. Well, so then I opened the door. My hair is all over the place. I'm in pajamas and it's dark, so I was like, yeah, what's happening? And they're like, oh, sorry, nobody told us that, nobody put in the system that this room was already taken. And we had latched the door, which is why you should always latch the door, deadbolt, because they, obviously some hotels don't put in it that someone's in there, that people get a key card.
Mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen, all this stuff. But I looked so disheveled and tired and just what the hell's going on, that the other hotel worker that was standing in the background was covering his mouth trying not to laugh. And then the couple, I understand that they were that would be really annoying to be we tried to get in here. Which I'm surprised we didn't hear them try to open the door and it hit the latch. I don't know why we heard one thing over the other, but the couple looked super annoyed. I was like, you're annoyed. I just got woken up by somebody trying to break into our room.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was 20 and Jacqueline was 16. We were young ladies alone in this room.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
well,
I don't
crazy.
and
think
dad,
people
like,
took
y'all were
that.
pissed because it's
Yeah.
like mom and dad were pissed about it. And then they're
Yeah.
like, we'll comp your parking. We're like, we don't have a car.
So I think we got a free breakfast out of it
Which
or
is
something.
like not enough.
Yeah, we
Not
should have
enough,
gotten a free night.
honestly.
It was a Boston
Yeah.
hotel.
Uh-huh.
And we were in adjoining
Yeah.
rooms. I think that was one of the first times we got separate rooms for a family trip. And it was
Yeah, because we
delightful.
didn't normally we were out.
Yeah, normally we'd
Yeah.
double up. You know, all four of
Yeah.
us would be in one, but it
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
never looked back after that.
I know. I was like,
And thank goodness for that. Especially
Yeah.
now, whenever it's like Darth Vader 1 and 2 are in that room, but then also there's me. No, sorry,
At least
Jack.
we have machines.
That's true.
don't.
I really shouldn't talk.
You opened
Sorry.
up this can of
Yeah. I
worms,
know,
and
damn
was a
it.
huge mistake.
It
Well, that's
really
why when we
was.
go for Lauren's wedding, we're going to a family wedding in a couple weeks. Mom has her own room.
Does that mean I have my own room?
Yeah,
We have 3 rooms.
we have 3 rooms.
Wow.
Because I decided after one of our times in Austin, and then with Trace sharing with my sister a lot, I'm like, I'm not sharing rooms anymore. Because everyone snores. I have a CPAP machine, and everyone else snores, and they want it, and they want it freezing. So I'm like, can't sleep, and I'm freezing, and I'm like, this is bullshit. So now I'm getting my own
You wouldn't
room.
share a room with me? I don't snore.
I would share a room with you. I would share a room with Madison again, but I need to make sure I have, and it also depends on the prices of the rooms. But the rooms in New Jersey aren't too bad, so
I'm excited.
yeah, it'll be fun. I was looking up the weather.
October is a huge month for us.
Yeah,
I know, we
Tell
got
us,
a
you
lot
guys are
going
doing
on.
more stuff than me.
Yeah. Jacqueline, it's like concert city this month. We're going to ACL next weekend. First weekend is this weekend, starting today. And then we're going next weekend. I'm really hoping a cold front comes through miraculously, so it's chilly when we go, but I know
It looks
won't
like
be.
the high of 80 something.
Oh, that's
So-
amazing.
Okay, that's really not
It
that
won't- I
bad.
don't- Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be at least, I'm so, this podcast basically should just be 3 women talking
know.
about how much they hate the heat, but I'm so over it.
We hate the heat.
I know.
So over it.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like you get to October in Texas, and you're so ready for fall, and it's still 90 degrees outside. It's just a nightmare. But no, I'm really pumped for ACL, and then I have 2 weddings this month as well, and a couple more concerts this month. Like we're booked and busy. The Chris
and
Lee.
busy.
Drew and I are hosting our first party
Yay.
for Halloween.
Ooh, exciting! What do you know?
We're
what you're gonna
calling
be
it
dressed up?
Draculin's Halloween, like Drew and Jacqueline, but it also gives a Dracula vibe.
Oh, that is so cute.
We invited our 5 friends, and I think they're all gonna come.
Yay!
Draculin.
Dracula.
So,
Cute. Do you
Is that your couple name now?
We don't have a couple name.
Well, never mind then.
got it?
I stand corrected.
cheat.
Oh, but I do not stand
we-
corrected. Intuit is a word. It's a verb.
Oh, nice.
I was correct. And you know what it means? To know or receive by intuition. I love when the word is in the definition too.
yeah.
It's very helpful.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I'm glad that you're vindicated with Intuit.
Intuit. There you go. Do you have a
that-
couple's costume for Halloween? Have you decided yet?
It's a surprise.
Oh.
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 Meaning, no, we don't have one yet.
Surprise to you too. Well, I also
Oh my
have
gosh.
October 12th, I'm doing the Purvis Wilson Funniest Stand-Up in Dallas competition. So I'm excited for that, and a few more shows.
Oh.
So
Yay.
excited for that. And I'm starting a new comedy class on Sunday. So I'm doing 2 a week for this month anyway. Anyway,
Oh, nice.
so fun stuff. And Farley comes home tomorrow from training.
Oh my gosh.
Yay.
So excited for that.
You need a video of that.
I definitely will. video. And Reggie, I sent you all a video, but Reggie seems to be, I was saying Farley's coming. I started talking about Farley last night to him because, I talk to my dog and
Well, of
always.
course.
And he got really excited. I'm saying his name. And then I said this morning too, I was like, hey, Farley's coming home tomorrow, and he's like running around and looking out the back. And anyway, it was cute. Now I feel bad because he got to wait another 18 hours or so.
Well, yeah, when is he coming tomorrow?
Like 8 o'clock
afternoon?
tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Someone's
Well,
gonna
at
have
least
to get
he'll
up
be-
I
early.
know.
Well, I'll call the fire department to get her.
Right. You better call a few other people too, because apparently it needs more than the fire
Yes.
department to get that
Yeah.
woman up.
Firefighter
Oh
Farley
my
will be getting
God.
me up tomorrow. So
Yay!
fun stuff going on. I'm glad to say we all survived the fire that wasn't. Just like the rapture that wasn't, we've survived it.
Wait, I shout out to Aunt Julie because she called me. I've been so bad at responding to everyone, so I'm sorry if y'all have texted me and I haven't been responding, but I kept forgetting to respond to Aunt Julie, and she called me while I was in school, and she left me a voicemail, and she was like, Jacqueline, you're hard to get, you're hard to reach. Must be the rapture. And it just really cracked me up. So
Yeah, she
sorry, I kind of butchered that delivery, but
she said she was listening to a podcast on the way up. She drove up to Dallas yesterday, and then she's like, something just her podcast ended, and a next thing started playing. She's like, "Is that Darcy?" Because our podcast started playing.
That's
that's
funny.
hilarious.
So she listened yesterday, so it was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, shout out
let
out
us
to
know.
everybody that's listening.
Shout out
we
to
really
everyone for
appreciate
real.
it.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
let
do.
us know what y'all's Octobers are looking like. I feel like October is always like a busy month, especially for Austinites with it's like ACL and then F1 is right after, so it's gonna be
Gonna be hopping.
Everybody's zipping around.
Zip dee dee doo da.
so
Oh.
everyone hit the shoulder with us.
Shoulder.
I don't even know how to
shoulder,
do it.
Shoulder.
Or should I do
Call
the
the
fake
fire
one?
department.
The fake one's kind of pointy. Your face is.
I just hated that you're like the fake one. It's kind of pointy. Why is it pointy?
It's because it's fake. It feels different.
It doesn't look pointy in your t-shirt.
It doesn't look pointy, but that's weird.
Well,
Never heard it. And she's just all she's doing is twisting her upper body. She's not even moving her shoulder. She's like,
well,
gotta work on that. No, the shoulder moves are the way to go. I think I'm big on shoulders. Gotta
Well,
shimmy
yeah.
shake, shimmy
we
shake,
are so
shimmy shake.
glad to know that.
The shoulders are the window to the hips.
It's so true. That's what I'm always saying. And you know what? That's what I'm always saying. Forget the hips, guys. It's all about the shoulders, is what I'm telling
That's what
you.
it said.
I'm out, I'm dancing, and I hit that shoulder move, and all the guys in the club are like,
Who's that girl?
turn. Who's that girl with the
She's so
shoulders? And I'm like, chicka chicka ah, chicka chicka ah, chicka chicka ah. And they're like, oh, and they all start dancing towards me, and I'm like,
And then the flash mob.
no. That's what I'm doing. And all the guys are like, the shoulders. And their heads start like shaking so hard as I'm doing it. And I start shaking and shimmying faster. I start rolling them faster and faster. And then all of a sudden their heads just explodes.
And then you fly away via shoulders.
Yeah, I flap away in my shoulders like,
So Madison's looking for a date.
anybody who's interested in these shoulders, yeah, you just got a sneak peek for free. Next one's going to cost you.
What's it going to cost?
Your dignity? Honey, it's gone.
No, I got rid of that a long time ago.
Honey, it's gone.
Did the
All right.
Uncle Dick shoulders.
Everyone but Darcy hit the shoulders.
Yeah. Darcy she needs to be like the Tin Man on Wizard of Oz. You're like, oil can.
It's a little pointy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Tin Man, pointy like my head, hat, and my nose. Sorry.
Woof, that was terrible. Oh my god.
It's the Tin Man. And I am like the Tin Man, very stiff.
Okay, y'all.
All right. Well, this was a great.
And that's
This was a great episode.
So when you hear the fire alarm, leave the building. That's the lesson.
Can we
today.
just end it?
Goodbye.
I don't understand.
I've been trying so badly that Bob's trying to make every.
You have.
Yes, I said see you on the flippity flip. That was my thing. I was like, that's it.
You. Okay.
I'm intuiting that Jacqueline is getting frustrated.
Wow, you got that.
Goodbye.
Bye. Read the rumors.
Bye.